Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Mattel Jurassic World Legacy Collection 6-pack. This set has been out for quite a while now. It's exclusive to Target and it usually retails for $49.99, and recently Target has been having a massive clearance on their Jurassic World merchandise. So I picked this set up the other day for 50% off. I paid $24.98 for it, which is an excellent deal for the value that this set has. For that price, it's excellent if you're into herd building, you want multiples of different dinosaur species. The set comes with a Pteranodon, Dilophosaurus, two Gallimimus, a Dimorphodon, and a Velociraptor. So adding up the value of these figures, at $49.99, this set really didn't appeal to me, but for half price, it is an absolute steal. So the Pteranodon and the Velociraptor molds would be in the regular Legacy Collection line for about $10, and the other four figures would be part of the Attack Pack assortment. So if you add that up, that's $52 worth of figures for $25, which is an excellent deal right now. Not every Target I've heard from has been doing clearance on their figures yet, so just keep checking. Hopefully you can snag this set for half price. So before we crack this set open and take a look at each figure individually, let's take a quick look at the packaging. It comes in the regular Jurassic World style packaging. Even though it's part of the Legacy Collection, it is not in the Legacy Collection packaging for whatever reason, like the Alan Grant 6-pack that Target also has, which I highly regret not picking up because I have not seen that thing in about 2 months now. So anyways, you got Owen and Blue on the cover. You got your Jurassic World logo. You got little picture of the two dinosaurs that have action features, the Pteranodon and Velociraptor. So let's spin this thing around and take a look at the back of the packaging. But before we do, just pay close attention to the color of that Dimorphodon. So spinning this around, we get a nice photos of all the figures in the packaging, and you will notice the picture of the Dimorphodon on the back of the box does not match it in the packaging for whatever reason. I don't know if this color scheme was released in a different set. This is actually going to be my first Dimorphodon for my Jurassic World collection. A picture of the Pteranodon, Velociraptor, showing where their action feature is, and the other four are Attack Pack repaints. And in the bottom corner over here, you can see the Alan Grant 6-pack, which I'm still regretting not picking up. But you know what they say, you snooze, you lose, and I lost. So I'm going to crack this thing open now. We're going to take a look at each figure individually. Alright, first up is the Pteranodon, and this one is a repaint of the Legacy Collection single-pack Pteranodon, and it does have an action feature, a little button on the back. You can get that little flap in action. The color is mainly gray with some maroon highlights on the wings and the top of the head and crest. The jaw is articulated. Side of the mouth is painted a nice pink, and you can see a row of teeth, which is reminiscent of the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodons. The underneath is completely gray, except for underneath the jaw. It does not have, the only articulation on it besides the flapping wings is that the head can rotate and the jaws can open. Now this mold has been used before in the Dino Damage Pteranodon. It's a slightly different. This wing has a tear in it versus this one, but pretty much they are the same mold, except they added articulation on the legs for this one, and obviously the Dino Damage feature. So not a bad Pteranodon. Actually like the color scheme on this one. Next up is the Dilophosaurus, and this is a repaint of the Wave 1 Attack Pack Dilophosaurus, which I unfortunately do not have. So it's a really cool gray and teal blue color. Definitely very unique looking. And he also comes with a little clip-on piece for his spinning venom action. And here he is compared to Alan Grant. And Mattel really needs to make a Dennis Nedry figure to go with these Dilophosauruses. So the venom can pop out. The mouth is not articulated. The frill is. You can clip it back if you want. And from the top view, it does look really weird with the joint that they decided to use, but it's nice that the frill is attached, because I know the old Kenner Dilophosaurus had a removable frill, which you could eventually lose articulation-wise. Besides the frill, both arms can move up and down, and the legs can move backwards and forward, and they are really, really tight. And the tail has a seam, but there is no articulation on it. I really like the color scheme on this figure. The one that came, the 6-pack with Alan Grant, had the Jurassic Park 1 Dilophosaurus colors, so still gonna say it, I regret not getting that pack when I had the chance to. And next up are the Gallimimus repaints from the Attack Pack assortment. So this set's really cool if you want to have like a nice flock of Gallimimus so they can be flocking this way at your figures. This is a great set to pick up to add these two paint variants. So the first one is painted pretty much like the Legacy Collection and Battle Damage Gallimimus, which are, those two are completely different mold. Here is the, come on, stand up. This is the Battle Damage Gallimimus. You can clearly see it's a totally different mold. So to have these two different molds looks really good if you want variety in your little flock. And here is the Legacy Collection Gallimimus with, oh no, I killed them, with running action. So, taking a look at this one, articulation wise, the head can move up and down, the arms can rotate a little bit, and the legs have really stiff articulation. So they're in a nice running pose. Mine kind of don't want to stand. I think they got a little bit warped from that plastic tray. And here is the other Gallimimus, which is a, kind of reminds me of the color on the Legacy Collection Baby Rex. You got that kind of olive green color with some dark brown striping on the along the back. Same articulation, head moves up and down, arms can rotate, and legs can move. So this one does not want to stand. So these are really nice Gallimimus figures to add some color to your herd. And next is the Dimorphodon. This figure is pretty much a green color, except for the wings, which are orange with a red trim, and the tongue and the side of the mouth and teeth are painted. So articulation wise, his head can move up and down. The jaw, let's focus in, is articulated. The wings are on a nice ball joint. They can move up and down and rotate 360. The legs, they are articulated together, so if you move one, the other one is going to move. So I do not have any other Dimorphodons to compare this to, but it's a nice representation of the Jurassic World Dimorphodon. And last but not least, the Velociraptor. This is probably my favorite figure of the entire 6-pack. I really love the color scheme on this one. This is probably the closest to a JP1 Velociraptor that we've gotten from Mattel so far. Body's primarily a light brown color with darker, maybe almost a maroon striping. And you got a nice red eye with a pupil. If the eye was yellow, I would say this would really closely match the JP1 Raptors. Now, articulation-wise, the head can move down, rotate 360 degrees. It has mouth articulation. Inside the mouth is painted. Tongue is painted. You get the teeth painted very nice. No sloppy paint on that. The arms are articulated on a ball joint. They can move out. So you have your little flying raptor, and they can rotate 360 degrees. The feet do not have articulation because there is an action feature, and they are way oversized to keep this thing standing, but I'll get to that feature in a second. The tail has a seam on it, but it is not, no articulation on the tail. So to do this action feature, you have to stand your raptor like this, and there's a spring-loaded mechanism in the hips, and you hold it down and your raptor is supposed to pounce. Mine just kind of jumps straight up in the air like someone's goosing him from behind, but a decent action feature. This mold has been used on the Legacy Collection single pack Velociraptor and the new Savage Strike Blue. So, and here he is compared to probably the best raptor mold we've gotten so far, the Dino Damage Blue. Here it is with the Attack Pack Delta and the other Dino Damage Brown Velociraptor. So yeah, I really like this raptor mold, and the color scheme is fantastic. It's absolutely love it. Probably one of my favorite raptors, second to the Battle Damage Blue. And here's a nice little group shot of all 6 dinosaurs from this pack. So final thoughts. I do really like this set. It didn't really appeal to me, probably mostly because of the $50 price tag, and I was looking for other dinosaurs at the times. Every time I kept bumping into this set, but now that's on clearance for 25 bucks. It is absolute steal for the value of figures you get. It's excellent for herd building. The molds are great. This Velociraptor is absolutely fantastic. There's not too many Dilophosaurus figures out in the set yet. We're still waiting for that crazy purple colored Savage Strike that sprays water that's coming out. Really wish it was in the JP1 colors, but that's a story for a different day. So yeah, if you can find this set for 25 bucks, I highly recommend picking it up. You won't be disappointed. Very glad I got this set. So as always, guys, if you're liking these reviews, don't forget to subscribe. The channel is growing, and I appreciate everyone that is subscribing and liking these videos. And I'll see you for the next one.